Hello, boys and girl. How are you? You're fine. Okay, very good. So today we'll be learning something on science. Okay, and we have already done something on physics, if you remember. Okay, so why not we do something on chemistry also? And the topic which I'll be starting, okay, it's something on this what we call metals and non-metals. But before we understand metals and non-metals, first let's understand, okay, from where do we get metals and non-metals? All right. So let's have a look into the screen now. So see, I have got here a wall, okay, and you know that how you get this wall or how people make the wall. You know that if you break this wall, you will get nothing but a bricks. Means that a wall is made up of a brick. So one single brick combined together, you can get a big wall. Understood? Okay. Then after that, say a chalk. How you get a chalk? A chalk is nothing but if you break it into a powder, that means this powder, okay, combined together a small particle of this powder. If you combine so much of this particle, so much of this powder, you will get a chalk. So like this, in our nature, we have like in our wall, you can see in our environment, we have got trees, we have got water, we have got stones, soil. All these, you can say, are made up of one kind of thing, and that is called the elements. All right, that means everything on this earth, okay, it is made up of elements, and elements are of different kind of elements are there. Okay, the elements that makes for the trees are different, for the water are different, for the stones, like this. Okay, so my point is that everything on this earth, whatever you see on this earth, okay, it is made up of elements. All right, so now if this is clear, then how we understand about metals and non-metals? Okay, let's do one thing. Let's have a look into my screen now. See, elements that is made up, I mean elements which is is the main, you can say, building blocks that is made up of this whole wall. Okay, we can classify them into metals and non-metals. All right, so what happened here, everything that you have seen, say in our nature, okay, or you can say in your house, in a surrounding, you'll find that you have got some iron, you have got some aluminum, you have got copper, maybe gold, somebody got silver. So if you have seen such kind of material, you should understood that these are nothing but they are called metals. Okay, so this is also found in our nature, and they are the one, okay, who make up this wall. Okay, now if you look into this another section, we have got also called non-metals. Now these non-metals, like they are like hydrogen, they are like sulfur, they are like carbon, phosphorus, chlorine. All these, okay, are called non-metals. So you should understand now, all these iron, aluminum, copper, gold, hydrogen actually are called elements. But these elements are being divided, okay, you can say, into metals and non-metals. All right, they have been divided into metals and non-metals. Okay, but how we understand, or how we will differentiate, how we will be able to understand that this is metals and this is non-metals? Okay, to understand, we have to make it clear on the physical properties of these metals and non-metals. From here you will understand, okay, the difference, okay, between metals and non-metals. Like say for example, in the physical properties of the appearance, how they look. So if you look like say like gold, silver, like this metals, you'll find that they are shiny in color. So most of the metal are shiny, they are bright in color. Okay, but if you look to the other side of the non-metals, okay, just like carbon, they are dull. That means they are not shining. Okay, so that is one way how we differentiate between metals and non-metals. After that, we have got another properties called malleability. Malleability means like, you see, when we say malleability means like, it is one of the property in which, we can make into a thin sheet. Like, say for example, if you look to the gold, maybe to the silver, see what happen if you hammer, you mean you keep on hammering them, you'll find that they can convert into a thin sheet. But whereas if you take a charcoal, just like carbon, if you just hammer it, what happen? It will break. So that means a non-metals is brittle, okay, whereas a metals are thin, they can make into a thin sheet. That is one way how we differentiate. After that, hardness. You'll find that metals are quite hard, and most of the metals are very very hard, okay, but non-metals are soft, okay, most of them except like diamond, okay, which is hard, but most of the non-metals are soft. Then when it comes to thermal conductivity, okay, what does this thermal conductivity means? It means that the metals can conduct heat, okay, so this is called a good conductor. That means a metal can conduct heat. Thermal mean heat, whereas a non-metal is a bad conductor of heat. Most of the non-metals cannot conduct heat, okay. Then we have another property called ductility, in which a metals can made into wires, copper, like we used to make wire from the copper, but you cannot make wire from the non-metals. You cannot make wire from the charcoal, you cannot make from phosphorus, you cannot make wire, so they are brittle. And another property is that physical state. Most of the metals are solid. Only one of the metal which is in liquid are the mercury. Otherwise, most of the metal are solid. But when it comes to non-metals, most of these are solid also, but some of them are gases also, like hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, okay, these are gases. All right, so this is one way how we can differentiate between metals and non-metals. All right, so what I want you is that you look into that first 2 pages, okay, and try to read from there and try to understand about the physical properties of the metals and non-metals, okay. Maybe in the next class I'll do something, okay, on the next part. All right, see you.